MPs are currently addressing accusations by London distillers of receiving bribes to push for the closure of the company. Now, remember, the alcohol manufacturer had been on the spot over claims of polluting the Athi River through emissions of toxic waste. The Parliamentary Committee on Implementation has been probing the pollution claims. And I want us to just cross over right now. Speaking is Moitalel Ole Kenta, who is the committee chair. Let's listen in to what he has to say.
Then he must withdraw the letter, and that one will be handled by the Speaker's the committee that is chaired by the Speaker. And we are also going to summon him as a committee, because he cannot say he cannot participate in the proceedings. That is the cause of. So I think that is the position, and I would just like to request the newspaper to be very clear about this thing. This is not our report. We are just implementing. And they have never, at any one time for the last 2.5 years, brought a comprehensive report. They brought it yesterday, after we had actually complained. And this letter was written on the 22nd March before we even got the report. And the other thing, they are not even saying his people were mishandled. He's speaking on behalf of NEMA. And maybe you should go to NEMA to find out whether anybody was harassed at any one time. He's purporting to speak on behalf of NEMA, and I believe NEMA is one of the people who have suffered from this litigious man, this gentleman who is always going to court over everything, trying to mess Parliament. But all I can assure Kenyans is that, as far as I am concerned, and as far as my members are concerned, we have never been bribed by anybody on this matter. We are not going to be stopped from ensuring that Kenyans benefit from the resolution of Parliament, and we are going to carry on while the other issues are being sorted out. But it should be noted that the cartels who were not able to get their way have decided to malign Parliament, knowing that Kenyans have a negative perception of Parliament. So that is all they are trying to play out. But I think this is something we will not accept as a committee of implementation, because we will be failing Kenyans. We will be failing those poor people whose children are dying because of those diseases. This is just, actually this one is like there was an issue of lead in Mombasa. I think journalists know about that, isn't it? It's something, yes, it's akin to that. So that they saying, Galot is saying Kenyans don't matter. That's what he's saying, but we are saying Kenyans matter. As Parliament, we are saying Kenyans matter. And however billionaire you are, the poor Kenyan there must benefit from the resolutions of Parliament. And we are not going to, our money does not affect us, but it's affecting those people negatively. So I think any other member can.
Yeah, maybe I'll just say something. My name is Honorable Godfrey Osotsi. I'm the vice chairperson of this committee. And I want to say that impunity is at play. I am saying that because, as you are aware, the Committee of Implementation has a mandate to ensure full implementation of the resolutions that are made by the House, in committees or on the floor of the House. And we have been tasked with this matter for the last 2 years. It has taken us a long time because there has been back and forth between us and NEMA and the LDK. But we have been very patient because we wanted to be very fair to everyone. We have had a series of meetings until the last meeting we held, where we had tasked NEMA to bring us a final report, a report indicating the status of implementation of the Environmental Committee report that recommended, among other things, that within 6 months, if LDK will not have set up a state-of-art technology for pollution control, then the factory should be shut down because of pollution. And I want to say the issue of pollution is real. LDK has been draining affluent into the river, and the people downstream up to the Indian Ocean have suffered. We have had cases of miscarriage by women around that area and cancer cases. And this committee has been patient to all the parties. One, LDK, which has employed a number of Kenyans there. Two, Edaman Property, which is hosting around 10,000 households there in Athi River. So we tried to listen to them. We have tried to receive representation from them until in December, when we ordered that we must bring closure to this matter, and he wrote to the parties and said that on the 11th of January 2021, we would want to have the parties sitting together, that is NEMA, LDK, and Edelman Properties, and conducting an independent analysis and bringing the results to us. There was a meeting on the 11th of January 2021, convened by NEMA, which LDK refused to attend on pretext that there was a court case against that process in the environmental tribunal. But nevertheless, the process has gone on. NEMA finally gave us a report, which in our own wisdom, we thought the report was not the standard that the committee wanted, particularly on the issue of the installation of a state-of-art technology for pollution control. There was no evidence that that had been done. So the committee rejected the report and directed that they provide us a comprehensive report, which it is only yesterday when we got some report from them which we are looking through. But now someone goes to write a letter that because of our demand for a good report from NEMA, then the committee is biased. We are saying Parliament cannot be intimidated. We will do our work. This is a committee of last resort, and inform the House. And we are not acting on our own report. We are acting on the report of the Environmental Committee, looking at the resolution. We are not introducing fresh investigation. We are simply saying, has this resolution been implemented or not?
Godfrey Osotsi there, the vice chair of that committee, and before that we had Moitalel Olekenta, who is the chair of that committee, just addressing accusations by London distillers of receiving bribes to push for the closure of the company. Remember, the alcohol manufacturer has been on the spot over claims of polluting the Athi River through emissions of toxic waste. Now, I want us to cross over to Uasin Gishu County, where as the country battles the third wave of coronavirus infections, some county governments have set aside emergency funds to boost the preparedness levels. Elvis Koskei now joins us from Eldoret with an update of how Uasin Gishu County is